Hey guys, this is the part two, wiring and start building the front end extension. So let me show you what I've done so far. As you've seen in the last video, I got the tail lights wired in. I've got this nifty little wiring diagram that I made before doing all this. But anyway, this little bundle here will be my key switch. I don't have a plug, but I'm gonna put an actual plug that'll slide on the back side of the key switch, like a factory plug. It comes tomorrow, and we'll do that right after this segment. There's my tether kill. Got a little voltmeter. It's my light switch, horn switch. There's the horn. And I've got it all pretty well clean and neat and tidy. All my positives come to here. All my negatives go to the posts. Blue wires here go to my brake switch, which is basically using the safety switch from the tractor. This little bundle here will go to another pigtail, which will be the charge cable and the coil kill, or the magneto kill. Let's see, what else? These two right here, obviously, is going to go to the headlights. Yellow has been my color for headlights. I've kind of used that since the Sears Suburban days. But and there's my plug. It's going to go up to the headlights. There'll be another little pigtail. It'll go straight to the headlights. Couple extra pieces of metal I've already got cut up. I didn't realize I had one already. But I got 4 16-inch segments. One of them's kind of dirty with a little angle thing, but I want to take some of this and chop it up, not the axle. The brass brackets I had before, I'm going to try to do something similar like I did there where the angled, so I don't cut myself up, at least maybe round it under the tractor. Of course, it's not such a big deal on this one because it's got a lip because the wide body has C-channel frame. And this and the monolink down here will come off. I can start building that front end piece. So let's see, where shall I get started? I've already got my belt run. I'm going to use similar size pulleys to what I had before, just some new ones. I did cut or drill a couple of reliefs on my pulley. So should water or oil get stuck on top of it, it should drain out. That's right here. Right here. So I measured those out and balanced them out. My dash, plugged off these 2 holes. That's where my voltmeter's going. That's where my headlight switch is. This is going to be the tether kill. Key switch, obviously. Parking brake, and of course my choke and throttle. My dash throttle. But moving along, like I said, just waiting on this plug here. Then we can put the dash back on. And I'm going to put this hood piece on. Make sure that that's measured out right. These points here. To make sure, because I think that's where I bolted it before to the hood and grill. But anyway, we're moving along. Should be starting to work on the front end pretty soon. So that's a dash I was going to use, but I think I need to get that back out of here. Some of my old wiring. But moving along. We'll get there. Okay guys, wiring's pretty much complete now. I got my plug for my switch. Only thing left is the front grille headlights, and that's nothing there. So now to reinsert my gas tank and put my dash on. And then we can move on to this front suspension that I've got these pieces of metal for. And I'll chop that up too. Not the axle, but the little frame extension. All right, guys, we're back on little red here. A little shaky, I guess. Goal is to get the monolink off, the radius arm setup on. So it's gonna be fast and furious working this evening. So I want to get that front end on tonight. We'll see what happens. It may have to happen tomorrow. So let's give it a go and find out. All right, guys, front end and monolink is now off. Time to start making the new one. Well, I didn't quite make it tonight. I'm gonna stop here, but I do have it on the shocks at the moment. But that's what the new look of Little Red it's going to look like. Of course, that hood's going to be red soon. But there were already frame holes exactly where I needed it for the plate for the back side of the radius arm on both sides. Just need to drill one more. There's actually two there, so I may look into using the other factory hole. There's actually two there, but they're not quite as far apart. If it doesn't interfere with the hole that's there, I will drill it out of the little plate. But it's looking pretty mean, I think. Little Red's getting a good stretch. I said that the mounts, the grill is where the front axle used to be. So let's take a look here. How much we changed. We moved 4.5 inches. So I was pretty close when I said 4 inches the other day, or earlier in the video, but there we are. I'm digging it. Of course, it's a little off kilter right now on the front to that direction, because I don't have my panhard bar connected up yet. That's how I keep the front end straight. I'm digging it. Get that axle in finished up and then drop in the engine. All right, guys, both the holes I was talking about on the frame fit. Didn't have to drill a hole. It was like it was made for it. So the front is now all bolted up. I decided just to go ahead and connect my panhard right there because I'm currently don't have an idea for a front bumper or anything, but if I do, I think I might attach it to the axle and let the bumper be attached to the axle, maybe a skid plate or something, but we're all connected up. Now I'm gonna do my steering link. I'm hoping it's long enough. Well, we'll see. Should be. And I think the one I had on Emerald Mutter, I think might be the right size. I think they're both 5/8 by 36 spline. I'm not sure. So we'll find out. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and just end this video here since the front end is installed. Still needs painted, but that's later. I ran into an issue with the steering. On Little Red, the angle for the steering shaft coming down right here is greater than what the universal can do. It's definitely greater than what it can do because the rack and pinion is actually up about 4 or 5 inches taller than what it was with the monolink. So this rack and pinion was almost pretty straight, almost to the bottom of the frame, and it met the steering shaft, which obviously is greater than 45. So gonna have to contemplate on that, because if I try to move the bottom of that forward, because I got to keep it where I can disconnect it because of the belt. If I move it forward to that, about where that, say that, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a hole right there. That would probably give me the angle I need, but then I'll run into my gas tank. So I got to think about it. It might take me a little while. So I'm going to go ahead and call wiring and front end installed, complete. So we'll move on to steering on another video, which will probably be the next one. So that one might take a little while to come out, unless I have a brain light bulb come on above my head. So I'm rambling. This is done. Now to steering.